The glacial expedition Jotun drilled through the icy crust of a vast polar plain on Titan. Hailing from our temporary base, a prefabricated bunker anchored in the midst of the desolated landscape, our crew of 6 was isolated hundreds of kilometers from any other sign of life, terrestrial or otherwise. I was Dr. Astrid Lindberg, glaciologist and leader of the expedition. Our goal: to investigate thermal anomalies detected by orbiters, focusing on a region marked by a colossal glacial scar, a deep and winding canyon that appeared to have been carved by forces far beyond natural geology. Tension was palpable. Days of intermittent radio silence and erratic sensor readings had left everyone on edge. Suspense was a frozen specter following our every step in our reinforced ice driller, the Frostfang. It was Dr. Jianli, our geophysicist, who first picked up something beyond the expected. Astrid, deep sonar has detected a cavity. Huge. Below the ice sheet. Geometric patterns, unnatural. As we delved deeper into the glacial scar, the anomaly became clearer. It wasn't an ice cave. It was a structure. A vast underground alien city, imprisoned beneath kilometers of ice. The abnormal thermal readings coincided precisely with the city's extent. It was there, silent and cold, a frozen mystery in time. The Frostfang finally broke through the last layer of ice, entering a colossal chamber illuminated by a faint, greenish bioluminescence emanating from the city walls themselves. The structures were made of a dark crystalline material, intricately interlinked in patterns that defied any terrestrial architecture. Tall, slender buildings rose towards an unseen ceiling, connected by bridges of shimmering light. It was desolated, but not destroyed. Abandoned, but preserved by the ice. Incredible, whispered Dr. Lena Petrova, our biologist, her eyes wide with awe and apprehension. Alien life, beneath the ice of Titan, but admiration soon turned to apprehension. Our communication systems failed completely as soon as we entered the chamber. The constant hum of our equipment gave way to an oppressive silence, amplified by the city's vastness. And then, the song began. Not an audible sound, but a vibrational resonance that penetrated our suits and our very bones, a dissonant melody that evoked images of cosmic voids and impossible geometries. Cosmic horror was manifesting in the depths of Titan. As we moved cautiously through the city in armored exploration vehicles, we discovered we were not alone. Translucent, almost spectral figures floated through the corridors and plazas. They weren't bodies, but echoes, memories imprinted on the city's very structure. They did not interact with us, merely repeated silent movements, like ghosts trapped in an eternal cycle. Dr. Jianli disappeared first. We were examining a large central structure when he simply vanished. His communicator went silent. There were no screams, no signs of struggle. Only the silent song and the oppressive presence of the city. The thriller intensified. Fear turned to terror when Lena began to exhibit strange behavior. She mumbled in an unknown language, her eyes fixed on invisible points, as if she were hearing the song in a way we couldn't. She spoke of the silenced chorus and the awakening in the depths. The alien life we had found seemed to be invading our minds. We realized the city wasn't just physically frozen. There was a psychic stasis, a forced silence imposed on something dormant. Our arrival, our intrusion, was breaking that seal. The glacial scar wasn't a natural accident, it was a mark, a warning. Engineer Boris Volkov tried to re-establish communication, but what he picked up were distorted fragments, voices that seemed to come from vast cosmic distances, whispers from entities far beyond our comprehension. Space horror echoed in the depths. Only Anya, Boris, and I remained. The Frostfang was inoperable, its systems corrupted by the city's energy. We were trapped in an alien ice tomb, Anya began to have vivid visions of a dark, tentacled ocean swallowing stars, of a colossal entity slumbering at the bottom of a cosmic abyss. The fractured reality of Titan was revealing itself, or perhaps, the reality of something much older, imprisoned beneath its surface. The song was now almost unbearable, pulsing in our minds with increasing intensity. The spectral figures became denser, their movements more intentional. They were not just echoes, they were becoming aware of our presence. I knew our expedition had become something far more sinister than simple scientific research. We had awakened something dormant, disturbed a silence that should have remained unbroken. Our desolated bunker now seemed an unreachable sanctuary. With our resources dwindling and our sanity on the brink, we knew our only chance was to try and reactivate the Frostfang, using its residual energy to attempt to breach the ice layer and return to the surface. It was a desperate gamble against the silent power of the alien city and the cosmic horror it contained. Our expedition had found alien life, but the price might be our own minds and souls, forever trapped in the silenced chorus of Titan's glacial depths.